Good afternoon here from London, and I think it's morning still for you, Paul, in Chicago. This is our weekly catch-up as ever to run through what's been happening on Climate Transformed and what to look ahead to. Paul, we had the one event this week with the two key buzzwords of our time, AI and hydrogen. And then, funny enough, we've got more AI and blockchain to really throw in the 2022 bingo.
Just what I thought. I didn't want to be any more skeptical about the next couple of weeks. Yeah, it's Rupert, it was funny. We were just chatting before we press play here that the notion of machine learning versus AI, I think, is something which is wonderful marketing hype in many cases. And I know that Dr. Abu Hamed, who you had, who was a fabulous guest, talking about this interaction. I think the title of her presentation did her a little bit of a disservice because it sounded like more hype than substance, and that certainly was not who she was.
No. I mean, she's a graduate of Cambridge, and the company she founded 8 years ago is I think a spin-off from something she started there. She's a highly impressive woman. She's a young leader for WEF and on the board of advisors to another net zero company, name description right now. But yeah, in terms of the company itself, it's trying to use the excess power, waste power, she called it, waste renewable power, convert that those into hydrogen, which from what I didn't know prior to her presentation was is a much more effective long-term store of energy than batteries, than say lithium or even vanadium flow. So you can store energy effectively for months rather than weeks using that. They've got a project just about to start in the Orkneys up in Scotland, one of the windiest, most tidal places in the British Isles, and with a very low demand. So it's a great base case, but it'll be interesting to see how that rolls out.
Yeah, no. Look again. It's very easy for me, and and we talk about this a lot about the skepticism around blockchain issues and AI. And look, but at the end of the day, this is part of a journey towards increased efficiency, right? And to use software, to use machine learning, to eventually use AI to be part of this levels of efficiency, I think is an important step. And we've got Jan Lozak, who is from Future Energy Ventures, which is effectively a spin-off out of Aon, which is the venture capital spin-off out of Aon. And again, I wrote this, so forgive me for everyone. So, can AI and blockchain provide energy infrastructure efficiency for solutions? Which has to be a topic which on the surface just annoys the heck out of me. But look, and again, I am half joking here, but there is a real role to play in sophisticated software in blockchain as the ledger itself, and to be able to increase efficiencies across, whether it's utilities, whether it's renewable storage, whether it's any of these sort of issues, and what Jan's doing is investing in these software companies that are everything from IoT to home security systems to using your vehicle as the energy source for your home, and making that part of this circular energy economy that is brewing. So no, I think there's a lot going on in this space, and I think we should what's going on in the crypto universe right now is doing the great work of these blockchain companies no favors, right? Because it's sort of masking the true impact that this efficiency of high level software, be that blockchain or be that from a centralized model, is developing. So again, it's I think we've got to be very clear to sort of distinguish the real benefits of this sort of these products.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, because I think sometimes you hear blockchain and the immediate assumption is crypto, but there's far more. There are, as you say, far more better uses of that technology than just the latest cryptocurrency.
And that said, we've got a slew of blockchain companies coming to our voluntary carbon market conference in September 13 and 14, which is evolving. We'll start registration in the next I think in the next 10 days. I think we're going to start registration on this.
The website's live, isn't it? You can people can check out.
Website's live. Website's live. Please forgive us. We have too many male speakers up there at the moment, but we are rectifying that as we speak. But now we've got some tremendous people like David Antonioli, the CEO of Vera, is going to be going to speak. Andre Cherney, who's the CEO of a wonderful fintech company. Company originally a fintech company morphing into a sustainability company called Aspiration, which is a multi-billion dollar market cap fintech company. Andre's claim to fame is he planted more trees for a private company than any other organization on the planet last year. So that's so he's going to be speaking. We've got people from Adam Newman's startup Flow Carbon, which I think I mentioned last week. I went into hearing their pitch with tremendous skepticism, but Dana, the CEO, is one hell of an impressive person, and she blew me away in terms of what they're trying to do there. We got we're still pitching everyone in the ecosystem. I mean, I had a call with EY today. We've got calls with some of the big asset managers, the project developers, the policy people, all the Article 6 advocates. We're moving forward with all of this. So it's September 13 and 14. As I said, registration will start in the next couple of weeks, and it could not be more excited about this one.
Mm. Yeah, very timely. It should be a great event, and look forward to being all over that one.
Perfect. All right, mate. Well, have a wonderful weekend, and everyone, climatetransform.com. Please be a part of our little movement. So, everyone, thanks so much, and have a great weekend.